you.
What is up, my friends? My name is Echo Through Me, and today I'm here with episode 4 of the Spring Trap. Goon and I are here today to share a lot with you guys about Clash of Clans, the recent update, a bunch of other random things, some very random, and we have KeaGirl here with us on the channel today for your listening and viewing pleasure. Kea, how you doing today?
Good. Thank you so much for having me here.
It's great to have you. You look like you're blushing already. That's funny. How you doing, Goon? What's going on, brother?
What's up, Echo? How you doing, Kea?
Doing so good. You stud muffins. You got me on top of both of y'all.
Oh boy.
That is true. That is true. Goon, this is one of the first times I've seen you without a hat on, man. What's going on?
Well, literally, I just done Christmas with my family, and so like I came in here and it was like, hat or no hat? Heck with it, no hat. Let's go.
Yep. So for those of you guys that don't know Kea, I'm going to throw her on the mic right now. She's going to tell everybody a little bit about herself, who she is, what she does, and why she's here. So Kea, why don't you say hi to everybody and tell us about you?
What's up, guys? Well, basically, I stream mainly on Twitch. I've done like small kind YouTube here and there, but mainly everything is Twitch. And I've always done Clash of Clans. Like the main shindig, a little bit of Clash Royale, some Gods of Olympus, but always mainly Clash of Clans. And lately I will be streaming more Arena of Valor and throwing in some COD as well. Kind of like a mix ball of streaming kind of stuff. But yeah, that's kind of what I do.
Yeah, that's good stuff. And we're going to get into some of that later on, especially the Arena of Valor. I'm also really excited about that game. And like I said, we'll talk about that later. But is there anything that, Goon, maybe you'd like to say to everybody before we get into our questions? I have 5 questions coming from Twitter today, some of which are pretty serious and some of which I don't even know how to answer because they're so off the wall. Goon, anything to say?
Hey, guys, I just want to wish everybody a Merry Christmas or just a Happy Holidays if you don't celebrate Christmas. It's that time of year. Just treat your fellow man great. Be kind to somebody out there that you see. You never know what people are dealing with. So ultimately, just be a better person next few days.
Cool, and you're a good man. You're a good man. Giving some good advice to the youngins out there maybe listening. All right, let's get into our first question, guys. The first question was from Twitter, and it came from Kristen. She's actually one of our recruiters over in the Circle of Clans, and a lot of the stuff, guys, today is about the recent update, just because, well, that's fresh stuff. So what she says, or what she asks, is she noticed that matchmaking opponents in the regular raids is taking a lot longer since the update, even in lower leagues like Masters. So she's talking about the clouds that we're all experiencing. Do you think this means more folks will come back to the game? Will we see growth in Clash of Clans again? Or is the update a band-aid for a dying game? So basically she's asking us, is the game going to be getting better? Is this update really helping? Or is it just trying to, you know, prolong a game that is on its way out? So Goon, why don't I start off with you, man, and see what you have to say, what your thoughts are on that topic.
I don't think the game's dying at all, to be honest. I will say this. The particular groups that we hang in, we've seen a lot of people retire, you know, from the war community and stuff like that. But they've been playing the game since it came out, a lot of these guys. But there's a ton of people coming into the game. You know, I think somebody did a poll recently that said Town Hall 8 was the largest Town Hall level in the game right now currently. So maybe that's one of the reasons we're facing these long spins. Maybe a lot of the clans that are available at the time we spin don't have the weight that we have currently. You know, like our clan,
True.
You know, which is Divine Justice, is currently pretty heavy. So, I mean, you know, maybe it's hard to match with us now for a lot of clans.
That could be. That could be. So you think that's the reason for those clouds?
Well, I will say right after this update, definitely something has changed. Not quite sure. Yeah, usually after an update, you know, there's a lot more competition for resources and things of that nature, and I'm not really sure about that. I don't know what the answer is, but I can say the game activity, you know, according to social media, you look at the social media outlets right now, the game activity has got to be improved. I mean, it's definitely, people are on it now that hadn't played in a while. I've seen on Twitter several people post about getting back on the game after this update who hadn't been on the game for a little bit. So I think as far as it dying, I don't think that's the case. But maybe something in the algos changed. Maybe these tweaks they've made for for I guess engineering have caught up. Maybe they've done some more tweaks. I don't really know what the answer is on that one.
Yeah, we're not given all the information of all the code changes and everything that they're trying to do. They just give us the roundabout plan, and I guess you're right. You think that maybe we're getting clouds because of people that maybe don't play the game anymore, their bases are no longer available for us to attack? So there's like a less of a pool, or not really?
I don't think so, man. I've seen more dead bases lately than I've seen in a while. I mean,
okay.
I'm not having trouble. I'm not having trouble finding bases to farm, to be honest. Haven't farmed the last couple of days much, but before that I was farming pretty hard on that other account I have. But I hadn't had any trouble with loot so far. I think it's just related to the clan war spin more than anything, right?
What's that? The update?
Well, I'm saying the wait time for matches.
Oh no, I haven't heard any issue with war search. Is that what you're talking about?
Yeah. Is that what? I mean, I hadn't heard. I thought that's what she meant. Maybe I misunderstood.
No, I think she was talking about when you
problem at all.
Just regular matches, just going into the clouds. Right after the update happened, everyone was on Twitter. They're in Crystal League and they're sitting in the clouds for 10 minutes, couldn't find matches. I think that's what she's hitting on. What do you think, Kea? Anything that you want to add to that?
I think that the game definitely was more so on a dying aspect. I think before the update, at least in the war community, I think there was just a lot of stuff going down. I'm not really sure as far as farming community goes. Then after the update, it definitely seemed like it's pulled a lot of, some of the older players, people who were just like, they thought the game was it was ridiculously out of balance. And I guess it just brought a bunch of people who want to just try it out and see if it's, where it's at. Is it better? Is it not better? And I think it's kind of still a little early to really know where the state of the game is. And even for me, like with all the updates and stuff, I have no idea it's interesting.
Yeah,
so.
I agree. And a lot of people are complaining about Inferno Towers. Actually, 2 of the questions that we have are about Inferno Towers. But with all that being said, I'm going through my war logs, and there's not a ton of 10v10s still happening. So it's not like the Inferno Tower nerf is just allowing, crazy 10v10s, at least not in the few clans that I've run around. So, I don't know. And on top of that, yeah?
I was going to say, I've noticed a little bit of increase in the 10v10 triples, not like an overwhelming amount, but I have definitely, I think the first night of the update, one of the clans I covered, there was at least 5 triples, 10v10 triples in it, and 2 11v11 triples.
And that may also be because when that update happened, at least the clan that I was in at the time, they were mid-war. So everyone had those Inferno Towers set to multi, and I know that now most people are dropping them over to single target just because of that nerf. So, bases can't be switched mid-war, so could have had something to do with it. Right. But
maybe.
And also, you mentioned something about people getting burned out with the game. I think most of the people that get burned out are those really hardcore war people that have 3-4 different accounts. They're playing all over the place, and it's difficult. They try and maybe take a leadership role, and it does burn you out just because of the intensity of what you're doing. So a lot of those guys, I don't think it's because of the update. I think it's because of just how deep they are into the game and how hardcore they are. But let's get into the next question. It's on a similar topic. It says, it's from Drew3006. Now that Supercell made the Inferno Towers useless, does it change war weight? War weight. No, I don't think it changes war weight. I think it just makes a lighter defense, but I don't think that the actual stats of the defense itself are different. You guys agree?
Yeah.
Agree.
I haven't noticed the difference.
Okay. All right, well, that was a quick one. I'm going to move on to number 3. Number 3, are you excited about giant skeletons? And I'm going to add in there the Ice Wizards returning. That's coming from Gambit. You like the new troops? Or the special troops?
I'm excited. Oh, I got several accounts, dude. I'm making a ton of Ice Wizards. It's happening, dude. And a couple of those I got some accounts. I still got pumpkin heads on some of my accounts. I got battering rams. Hey, I'm ready for these ice wizards. I'm going to add them too.
How about you, Kay? You like those things, or is it just like a little, goofy thing added to the game? Is it actually useful?
Kind of an annoyance for me.
Yeah.
I like them for Clash Royale, but in Clash of Clans, they're so weak, and I'm like, I have to get rid of a good troop to put them in, so I'm kind of like, yeah. No thanks.
It's good for video making, I don't know,
Sure.
50 ice wizards attack, but fail.
Yeah, definitely.
It's
definitely.
Fun. Do you guys think that it's a good thing that they have these troops that are just here for a short time for an event, or do you think they just wish you'd just bring them in and they'd be here the whole time and, not come and go?
You go ahead, Kaya. Go ahead.
I think it would be fun to throw a giant skelly and have him stay, max him out, see, add a different aspect to the game. I think it would be nice. It would add a different meta, especially with the update. Why not just bring something else in that's whatever? And I think it would be fun. I think it's really weak right now, and when you have a weaker base, like Town Hall 7, Town Hall 6, these troops are great, but for somebody, especially once you hit 9, 10, 11, it'd be cool to actually see how a maxed out giant skelly would actually fit into your own troop. So I would love it if they would let something like that, or even the Ice Wizard, just come and stay for a while.
Yeah.
I agree with Kaya on that. I'll tell you this, Kaya, when the giant skelly was in play, one of my buddies in, I think it was Coastal Clash, he actually was using the giant skelly to do take out an Inferno. Literally,
wow.
he would funnel the giant skelly in, do a jump spell in, and take out one Inferno for his attack. And it was a 2-star attack. It was a 10v11. But just the way that he did it was really cool. And like you said, it adds a different meta to the game. So I like new troops. I think as far as content creators, it gives us something exciting. It gives all these players out there something to think about, something new and fresh, a different way to 3-star, which creates excitement. That again, and for me, I would like to see that. I would like to see some more troops. I think that would be great.
Yeah, I would.
I agree, and with the people that do these attacks, they're pretty amazing, and you give them a troop and they'll figure out a way to make it successful and to make it actually add to some type of a army composition. So, especially the giant skeleton, like you were saying with the Inferno Tower, these guys, they figure out how to make it work, how it can actually get something done, and it's pretty cool to see. So I agree. I wouldn't mind a troop coming back and being here solid all the time. Let's move on.
I agree.
Good. Fourth question is from Late Sleeper, who's actually hanging out in the chat right now, and he says, after playing the updated COC this week, what are your opinions and what should happen to the Inferno Towers, if anything? So we did talk about the Infernos, but he's basically asking if Supercell should go back on the changes and maybe give them that that strength that they used to have, or do you think it should kind of sit here for a while until it plays out? Goon, you want to take it?
I'll tell you this. Obviously, I'm seeing a little bit of an influx of 3-stars. However, I'm not seeing a tidal wave of them, but I definitely have seen more than I've seen on average. But this is not. This is in league play clans that I'm covering. This is not in your average clan that's doing a regular spin and not facing league bases. So I'm kind of curious. I think, I'm not in a position, honestly, to answer that, because if I was out in a regular clan that was doing regular spins every time, not really in league play, I'm curious as if those guys are getting the escalated amount of 3-stars at Town Hall 10. How's it affecting the average player versus the league player?
True. Kaya, thoughts?
I'd be curious to see what some of these really high war clans are looking at in their wars, how it's going to be. I think that it's greatly going to affect, the league like CWL. I would like to see it. You know, it's hard to make a comment when you haven't seen the full aspect of it. It's been out for a week, and from what I have seen, I feel like everything that used to get complained about before, you know, the trolley or the spammy attacks are kind of coming back. And, you know, that's kind of a letdown for the hardcore war clans. But again, for the non-war clans who are just wanting some good, fun wins and they're not worried about dipping, I think it's a great thing for them, you know, and I think it's going to get a lot of those clans back into action. So it's kind of a hit or miss when it comes to should they bring back the Inferno Tower the way it should be or not, because having a lot more activity in the game is actually really nice and really good for the game, and will hopefully bring more to the table and bring it back to life, you know? And that's really good, and I've liked seeing that. As far as war and stuff, I mean, I think it's just we're gonna have to wait and see.
Yeah, I agree. They can't make any changes.
I just had a question.
Yeah.
I just had a question, Echo, and just, you know, listen to Kea talk about CWL and stuff. And I think me and you had spoke about this a little bit, but I wonder, this change, will it push other leagues to go from dipping to the no dip format of the NDL? Like, will this change the whole way the game runs? Obviously, with league clans, you're going to see escalated 3 stars with 10v10s and 11v11s. We're going to start seeing base meta change. We're going to see anti 3-star Town Hall 11 bases that would easily give up a 2-star with a 10v11 that we're not seeing now. But I think we're going to start seeing stuff like that. Whether the leagues change their format to be more like NDL, I don't know. That's just, I don't know. It's just a curiosity.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, if 10s are able to triple 10s easier than they were, which is the case, you know, you're going to see those 10s hitting, and the 11s are going to have to dip down, you know, less. It's just natural. But I mean, as me personally, just, you know, just my regular base, not my war base. Before the update, I really rarely let up a 3-star. I'm always attacked by Town Hall 11s because I'm hanging out in Titans League. So, you know, Town Hall 11s are usually hitting my base, and they'd get me for 2 stars most of the time, but rarely a 3. After that update, I had, I think, 4 attacks in a row where I was just, you know, tripled. And, you know, it was definitely a change. And as in Town Hall 10, what you get as a Town Hall 10 is you get the Inferno Towers. That's like the big thing. So, you know, if they can't hold off defenses, it's kind of not even that big of a deal anymore. You know, Town Hall 9, you get your Expos. Town Hall 10, you get the Infernos. And 11, you get the Eagle. It's just, you know, I hate to see it killed to the point where it's not even anything special anymore, where it's just another cannon, you know? I don't know. Enough Inferno
Here's
talk,
some music
though.
in the background.
I know.
Right
Where's
now.
the music coming from?
Okay.
I heard it too.
I don't know. I don't know. When I talk too much, it gets loud. I'm not sure why. I blame Skype.
Oh, wow.
All right, let's get to question number 5. So question number 5 is actually, I'm going to have Goon answer this one first. And it says, Springtrap, when using a public bathroom, is it weird to make eye contact with the man in the urinal next to you? I feel like it would be rude to look away first. Plus, if I look away first, he'll have asserted his dominance on me. Hurry, I need the answer. I've been here forever. So this is basically the point in the show when we start talking about some random stuff. And thank you, Goat, who's also in the chat right now, for bringing up something that's going to make Goon feel uncomfortable. Because, well, I don't really know what he does when he's in the public urinal. What do you do?
Well, I usually pee when I'm in the public urinal. And I try not to look at other guys' junk, as we say. I'm just concentrated on what I've got to do while I'm in the urinal, and that's pretty much it. How about you, Echo?
That's such a straightforward, you know, like good man answer. But I mean, I guess mine isn't. What I always do, and I've always done it, because I used to be nervous as a kid going to the urinal, because I don't like another dude peeing next to me. So I would always just stare at that tile in front of me. You know, it's always a tiled wall, so I just like stare at the square. And I still do it now as an adult. I mean, if someone's standing really far away from the urinal, I get curious as to why he's a foot back. Like, is he worried about, you know, hitting the mint, or is he just, you know, playing? I don't really know what's going on, but it gets me curious. Kea, do you girls have these problems? I mean, I know you have your little stalls and stuff, but does like anything like this happen in the girls' bathroom?
No. No, I mean, the stalls are always closed. And if ever you go to those beach stalls where they're open, I mean, pretty much, yeah, somebody's gonna be sitting down. So it's not like you're gonna be seeing anything, you know. There's no like boob check outage or anything like that. I think that more happens in a gym locker room than anything. But no, I mean, I'd be curious, like being a guy, like how do you not like want to, especially if somebody's standing like right next to you, how do you not just want to, like, it just, the curiosity is never there, like you just want, I don't know how you guys do it. I mean, you guys are so prideful and stuff, especially if you've like if a guy is really big and whatever, I mean, surely he's gonna wanna just make sure he's the biggest in the room, right? Doesn't that happen?
So the guys with the really big ones, you say, are the ones that want to just look.
Yeah, they just want to look. Like,
okay.
I'm gonna check you and see if you're bigger than me or not.
Goat added to his comment there, and he says he tried pooping in the urinal once, but he kept getting weird looks.
Wow.
Wow. I don't know what he's trying to do to our show here, but I think he's trying to get it off course.
Wait, I don't think you can poop in a urinal, right?
No, you can. You can poop anywhere, can't you?
Really? A urinal? I always imagine a urinal is like, it's like they make it so it's like urine only.
It's impossible to get the Springtrap off course, Echo.
I know. It's off course
we just
from
go
the start,
everywhere.
Right?
Just
boob check in the bathroom. Oh yeah, boob check. I mean, heck yeah. I mean, I do boob checks all the time. I mean, it's just kind of what, you know, you have to.
Yeah, I guess. I don't know. I don't know.
To just make it uncomfortable. Come on,
you know,
boys.
the number of people watching has gone up since we started talking about this off-topic. So maybe we should just stop talking about Clash of Clans and start talking about this stuff and be more popular. I'm wondering what Goat likes to do in the bathroom, because he's the one that brought up this question. I'm sure that he's probably at Peeper as well. But all right, let's move on. So guys, the next question was overall update impressions. Unfortunately, going back to the Clash of Clans topic, what do you guys think? I know it's only a week in. Do you think that the update's been a good thing or a bad thing for Clash of Clans? Thoughts?
I think personally it's been a good thing. You know, speaking for, I mean, because the war community, obviously they don't like it. But I mean, the war community is such a small facet of the Clash community that I think for the masses, I think the update was a good thing. However, for the select hardcore few, not so much. So can we get a happy medium? I don't know. If we start seeing like just bases getting run over, I think we're going to see a big base meta change. I really do, and I think base designers are going to rack their brains in League to figure out how to stop, you know, how to better stop attacks. However, you know, if you guard for air, they're just going to roll it by ground, vice versa. So it's, I don't know. It's interesting times right now to me. I'm very, very interested in this stuff, this update stuff.
Yeah, I am too. What do you think of the caravan, though? That's another huge part of the update that no one's talking about.
Well, what do you think, Kay? Have you played the caravan?
I think I just played it today. That's the clan thing, right?
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
clan games.
Yeah,
clan games. I think it's a great way to get the clan involved, you know, and stuff. I know Clash Royale does that.
Exactly.
Is it going to be a game changer? I don't know. It's something else to do, kind of like Builder Hall. But
right.
I don't know. Honestly, I feel they could have done what they did as far as making Town Hall 10 and 11 easier without having to nerf the Infernos. I feel like that was the case a few months ago. There were issues where it was just so easy to spam Town Hall 10s and stuff, and 11s with the troop compositions, and, you know, they stepped away from that. Then it was ridiculously hard, and then now they're just nerfed the Infernos. So I'm like, well, I still think they could have just done it differently. But the fact that they have brought a lot of life to the game through the farming aspect, I think that's good. I think it's good to see life in the game, and who knows what the future holds.
Yeah, no, I agree. I like everything about the update except for the Inferno towers. I feel like my base is just easily taken down now. But besides that, I really do like the update. Clan games are great. It keeps people in the clan too. You know, as a content creator where I cover multiple clans, I find myself not wanting to leave the clan because I want to get the rewards. Although I don't even know what the rewards do yet. I got some magical items. I've never used them, but I kind of want that stuff. So I stick around a little bit longer. Make people maybe more loyal to their clan. I don't know.
Yeah.
I like the, if you were farming now, most of my accounts, with the exception of one, are, you know, I'm not going to farm them anymore. But I like that they're trying to promote farming, obviously, with some of the spells that you get from the clan games. I think ultimately, yes, it definitely is an improvement in engagement for your team. So yeah, that's a win in my opinion.
I agree. I like it. All right, let's move on, guys. We have to talk about Arena of Valor. Guys, if you don't know Arena of Valor, it's basically like a League of Legends, Vainglory kind of game. It's something that I played a bit over the summer. I liked it a lot. It takes a lot of time to invest to get into a good game. It's basically a lane MOBA, 3-lane MOBA, and it's on mobile, 5v5. It's a sweet game. And the reason I'm bringing it up is because this week it just came to the United States. It's been in, well, I don't really know where else it's been, but it's been all over the place, and it's been huge in other countries, and now it's here, and it's going to be a big deal. I'm calling it right now. This is going to be a huge game. I know that a bunch of my friends are actually taking part in the media aspect of it, and with Clash with Ash being part of the community manager position, it's, you know, you just know it's going to succeed and be a big thing. And I'm bringing it up because Kea is part of that media team, and she's going to be doing, like she said earlier, some streams and stuff for Arena of Valor. So Kea, do you want to just tell people a little bit about this game, why it's awesome, and why, I mean, you never did anything besides Clash games and that other one, I forget what it was called. So you're switching over. Yes, Gods of Olympus. So you're switching over to this as well. So why is it so great that you want to jump into it? Like, what's so awesome about this game?
Honestly, I think it's been a good change for me. I was feeling really let down with some of the Clash of Clans stuff going on, and it kind of snuck up behind me. It was talked about a little bit by Clash with Ash a while ago. He brought it up to me, and I kind of brushed it off, like, yeah, no, I didn't even look at the game. And then I had an opportunity to go to Sweden for the game. Again, I have no idea why they brought my name into the mix, but the opportunity was thrown there. So I was like, okay, I guess this actually means I have to look at the game. So I downloaded it, and I started playing it, and I absolutely fell in love, became totally addicted. It's very different from, you know, if you do Clash of Clans. Strategy-wise, has very different aspect. You know, it's a MOBA type game, and it's very similar to League of Legends or Vainglory, which Vainglory I had tried in the past, and I couldn't get into the game whatsoever. The way they've done Arena of Valor is way more, I want to say, user-friendly, in a sense where it just grabs you and it just pulls you right in. And it's a lot of fun. And the team that is representing Arena of Valor that they're building for it is just, they're all really awesome. They're amazing to work with. And even the developers of the game have been really good and really fun to work with. So I don't know. I'm really excited what 2018 is going to bring for this game. I'm so excited. It did hit #1 in Europe for the #1 mobile game in all of Europe. So, you know, it's, yeah, Magunga rules. Yes. So
Potential's there.
I love it. It's my favorite character. No, so I don't know. I'm really excited to see what's going to be coming with that game and see how it goes. I think it's going to be explosive.
Yeah, I agree. And it's also, on top of that, it's a beautiful game. The graphics and how that game was created is really beautiful. I don't know. I love it. I plan on getting into it myself. But like I said, it takes a lot of time. It's not a game you can just jump into and, you know, be good at. You got to get some time into it. So that's always a challenge for me because of the amount of time I spend in Clash Royale and Clash of Clans. But it's going to happen. It has to, because it's great. Goon, you going to try it out or what?
Maybe. I don't know, man. I'm back on the PS4 with the first-person shooters. If you guys watch my channel, you know I upload a video here or there. I've been doing a little bit of that with my spare time, which is pretty slim at this point. But first-person shooters is kind of where I just kind of let off some steam and relax. That's my world. But I'm not saying that I wouldn't take a look at it. If you guys say it's awesome, we'll definitely take a look at it. It's for mobile, yes?
Yep.
It's for mobile. I do first person shooter too, which kind of brought me why I was kind of intrigued by it, because I feel like it's not first person shooter, but it kind of still gives you that kind of sort of the same feeling, you know, taking out your enemies and whatever, and it's kind of fun. I don't know.
Wow.
You need to play it.
Yeah.
It sounds a little bit like that Lineage game that's going around right now.
Not like Lineage.
Not.
I haven't played that one.
Oh no, Lineage is fun for like the first week you play it, and then you realize it's going to be the exact same game for the rest of your life.
You know what? I've heard that same thing. You know, there's been some people in our clans, our family of clans that are playing this game, and at first they were like all about it. And, you know, our chat, like we have voice chat a lot of times in the circle, and it was all Lineage. Well, some of these people are now starting to go, this game is lame, you know, and they're starting to quit it. And so it's a short-lived game, unlike, obviously, Clash, or I don't know about this game that you're playing right now, but it definitely sounds like it's got some lasting potential.
Yeah, no, it definitely does.
It's a good game. If you know League of Legends, you know this game. It's just, in my opinion, better. I love the mobile aspect of it because it just seems, I don't know, I like touchscreen stuff with these kinds of games rather than having to use a mouse and keyboard. But,
yeah.
Wow.
All right. So I want to remind everybody that's in the chat right now that we're just about getting to the time where we start asking you guys questions, take any questions that you have, or get in discussions with you guys. We haven't been ignoring you the whole time. We just try and keep the beginning of the show talking about what we have planned, and then the end of the show we can go off on any tangent we want talking to you. So if you have any questions or discussion topics that you want us to take a look at and discuss, put them in the chat right now. I'll copy paste them onto a board so that we have, so I don't forget them, and I'll definitely get to them. But while that's going on, let's talk about our Christmas plans, guys. I mean, Christmas is only 2 days away. Tomorrow's Christmas Eve. If everyone celebrates, I believe we all do. What are your plans? How is shopping? Are you still doing some shopping? I know some people are those last-minute shoppers. I was told today that all men shop on Christmas Eve. It's the worst day to go shopping for Christmas. So, Goon, what are your Christmas plans, brother?
My Christmas plans, actually Christmas Day I'm off, but Christmas Eve, just like today, I'm working. So tomorrow, you know, I'll just work a 12-hour shift, come home, survive another day, and then Christmas Day, you know, I'll spend with my family. So as far as gifts, I took care of that early, so I didn't want to have to deal with that later. I knew that I would probably have to work.
That's smart. How about you, Kay? What are your plans?
Oh my gosh. I feel like Christmas needs to be like in another 2 weeks. I'm so not prepared this Christmas. I'm so far from being prepared. From traveling to, one of my best friends got married last week, and so that was like intense. And then I got sick this week. I kind of literally woke up this morning thinking, oh my gosh, Christmas is in like 2 days. What am I going to do? So I want to be one of those last minute shoppers tomorrow.
You are. You're one of the guys.
I'm one of the guys. Oh my gosh. Yes.
That's funny. Yeah, you're not the first. I've heard a couple of people say this year they're just really behind on their stuff. And for me, I'm just doing the family thing. I have family coming over to my house. I don't do much of the Christmas shopping. I'm lucky in that aspect, so at least that's how I look at it. I don't really love doing that. And most of the shopping that I do is on online, so that's nice too.
Well, make no mistake. Now, I can't claim. My wife does the bulk of our Christmas shopping, but I just got to take care of her most of the time and a few friends. That's my lot. So, yeah. And obviously work and provide the bulk of the money spent. Whoa.
Yeah,
Whoa.
Jim M with the $50 donation. I don't even have any of my hype stuff on here. This isn't the donation spot, but thank you so much, brother. I appreciate that. A little bit of hype in the chat for Jim M. Throwing some Christmas love.
I can't hear
Oh.
you music,
Joe.
so I'm trying to figure out what it sounds like, but we're going to do a mini dance.
I need to get a hype button on here, I guess. This is the second show that it's happened. Thank you, Jim. I appreciate that, brother.
That's insane. Wow.
Yeah.
Generous man. He wanted to send us this last night. Merry Christmas to you and your family, Echo. Thank you, brother. Same to yours.
Yes.
All right, I'm just copy pasting questions as I go, and it's kind of funny watching the stream like 30 seconds after everything happens. It's funny.
Yeah,
to
I
see
know. I like
you
I keep
dancing on the
looking at
screen,
camera,
Kaya.
so I'm like,
That's funny.
yeah.
All right, so let's get into some of the
Okay.
questions that the community is talking about because we don't need to keep talking about Christmas. Let's talk about. I got a question from Spooby HD. If I could be any type, what? If you could be any type of tree, what tree would you be and why?
Tree?
I'm not a big tree guy.
Tree?
Yeah,
I guess I'll go with the obvious, a coconut tree.
that's obvious.
I mean, coconuts. I don't know.
Coconut tree. Okay, how about you? Going.
I don't know. A spruce tree.
That's nice.
I don't know.
I'd like to be a banana
You smell
tree.
good and you're useful. A Bradford pear?
Hmm?
Is that what you said? A Bradford pear?
I don't know what. No, I said I'd like to be a banana tree.
Oh, okay. Banana tree.
I'll-
Seems legit. Seems.
Yeah. All right, I'm gonna move
You
on to the
guys
next
bear
question
fruit.
because
You guys bear fruit, you know.
I like to bear.
Bananas?
Yeah. Yeah. All right, next question. We're moving on. It's from Kirsten. She says, "What do you think of the idea about having computer-generated bases in Legends League to give these guys more bases to hit and reducing clouds?" So computer-generated bases. So basically, the game making bases for us to hit. Basically, hitting bot bases.
We're talking about Clash?
Yeah.
What?
She's talking about in Legends League how like search times are so long in Legends League. She's talking about Clash of Clans or Supercell themselves making their own bases, so making basically fake accounts so that you could have bases to hit and earn cups and get loot and stuff like that. I've never been in
I think
Legends League, but I hear that the search time is insane.
I think it's a great idea, actually, if you think about it, because ultimately you wouldn't know the difference. I mean, if it's a decent base, you're just up for the challenge of hitting the base and grabbing some cups, you know, and not waiting forever and ever and ever.
Mm-hmm. I think it's a good
True.
idea too. I don't know. I've never been there.
I've
to
never
have- to
been
have
in
those wait
Legends.
times.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've never been there, so I don't know.
I don't know. And he says, as long as they're not for any trophies and you wouldn't lose your troops, why not? So Late Sleeper says it shouldn't be. You shouldn't be able to gain trophies from that, and you shouldn't lose the troops that you cook from that. So that's basically like a friendly challenge type thing. Then basically, you know, I wouldn't.
Well, that would. I wouldn't. I would say that would be kind of a mute point then if you're not gonna. I mean, if it's just something to do, and not really get any gain from it. Yeah.
Exactly. I
mean-
wouldn't do it if I couldn't gain cups.
Right.
Like Gods of Olympus, the one game I play, they have it under like a different category, like a challenge category, and it's really for loot purposes only, but the bases that they generate get harder and harder and harder and harder. So I think something like that being implemented, that might work.
Mm-hmm.
You know, that way there's some kind of challenge to it.
Isn't that kind of like what they have in the game now with the goblin stuff? You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah. The
I
Goblin
haven't
Trail.
played it
Well,
since
I mean,
I started the game, but
And it stops after it's set and doesn't regen. You know, it's
Yeah,
a
that's
map,
true.
and once it's done, it's done.
true. I've never even
Right.
finished that.
I finished it, man. I can remember watching tutorials on it back then. It was comical, but
Yeah, I'm on.
I got
Yeah.
the loot was good on the last few maps. Though about the last 4 maps, man, the loot was nice.
I don't know. I never got through it. I'm far from it actually now as I'm looking. But all right, let's move on. We got another question from Mod Dip. If you had to impersonate someone to get into an event, would you? Would you pretend to be someone? How do you? I mean, would you pretend to be somebody else? What kind of event are we talking about? I don't even know.
I hate you, Mod.
Oh.
I would say no.
I would say no too, but I think there's more behind this question than you and I know, Goon. Just on the response of Kea.
Yeah. I may have impersonated somebody when I was a student to
you don't
get
have to
into
get
a partner's lounge.
Boy.
That story doesn't need to be told. We don't need you getting in trouble.
Yeah.
But to be fair, I did not want to, and I blame backstabs and Rems for encouraging me and basically making me feel like I had no choice but to do it. So, yeah. Yep. I did it. And I failed. I got caught, too.
Oh.
That's funny. See, that was actually a good question. I'm glad that was brought up, so thank you.
Hate you, Mod.
I'm going to jump over to Legion's question real quick. He says, do you guys talk to Cast at all? Cast and Blast? And if so, basically, where the heck has he been? I know I've spoken to him. He's a busy guy, man. Hey. He's got his life, and I think that that videos for the moment have taken a back seat. I don't think he's done with YouTube, but I think it's taken a back seat for a short time. And last I heard, he plans on coming back. I know that he planned on doing some streaming again, but yeah, if you go to his YouTube channel, I think he's like, it's been a month or so since he's made a video, but I think his plan is to come back and do stuff.
Hey, yes. His tweet, I think it was yesterday when I made that, or it might have been today. It was earlier today when I tweeted about the changes to Lava Hounds and all that stuff. He responded to the tweet for YouTube going live or whatever on my channel. It always makes a tweet. And he said Queen Pop all day. So he's still there. He's still around. He's just not necessarily doing videos. And I think you're right. I think Cast is pretty busy. We do see Cast from time to time on Discord, but he's kind of a ghost when it comes to videos right now. But I think we'll see him again, though. You're right, Echo. I think once his real life slows down a bit, I think we'll see him again.
I agree. You know Cast at all, Kaya? You have any relation with him or no?
Other than a professional relationship, not really. We don't really talk that much. Every time we've had a conversation, it's always been about, streamer stuff or in our stream circle, But yeah, I have no clue. I missed his face though. He's a cutie. So yeah.
Can you give us his intro there, Goon?
Yeah, I love his delivery of that. Yo! I mean, every time it's just like, yeah. Love it. I love his intro. I just love it. I can't help it.
I know. I'm still waiting for that video from you impersonating his intro, man. That would be fun.
Oh, I already did it. Man.
I didn't see it.
He commented. He commented on it. He gave me some love, man.
So I just threw myself under the bus now for not watching every single one of your videos. I'm sorry.
Oh my God! You want me, hey,
I know. Did that to myself.
I'll link you in, man. I'll link you in.
It sounds good.
Rebecca.
All right, we got a question from Jason Gaming. If you leave a clan during clan games, can we still collect rewards when we go back to our clan after the games? And I was actually just asking Goon this the other day when I was talking about I don't really want to leave because I think I would lose the rewards. And I didn't test it out because it was the first time and I definitely wanted to get those rewards. If anyone in the chat, maybe Goat knows the answer to that, definitely let us know. But if it's anything like Clash Royale, during the clan chest, if you leave, you don't get it. If you leave and come back, you don't get it, as far as I know. So I would think it's the same in Clash of Clans. I would think that if you're working towards it and you leave before it ends, I think you would lose out on those rewards, or else people could manipulate the system. They could play for multiple clans and they can get 2, 3, 4 times the awards depending on how badly they wanted to get them. You guys don't know anything different?
Yeah, it makes me want to go and leave and come back to find out, but I think it's already done.
Yeah. So we need someone to test that out. I think Goon is going to test that out in this current one. He's just going to leave his clan minutes before it ends and then come back and see if he gains the reward.
I do that on a daily. So I mean, I don't know. I got my rewards last time. So
did you leave and come back and get them?
I left. Well, with Pappy, no. You're right. With Dragoon, I've left and come back, but I don't know that I played it with Dragoon. I was too busy doing content. Sorry.
That's what's gonna come first, really, for us.
Yeah. So I don't really know. I don't know. I don't think I've left with Pappy. I did leave with Pappy, but I left after I got my reward. I'm actually in Heavy Hitters right now. I normally reside in Divine Justice, but I did leave. But I think it was after the reward was done. I did get some cool stuff, and unfortunately, I'm not farming Pappy, so that sucks.
Okay. And Late Sleeper says right now that you do get the rewards if you come back. So I guess he's done it. We got Clashing Duke in the chat right now. What's going on, brother? Good to see you here, man. He's driving.
Hi, Dookie.
All right, what other questions do we have here? We have, what should he do in his lab? Should he go for the heal? He's a Town Hall 10. Should he upgrade his heal or his hogs? I already told him I said hogs in the chat, but I think I'm being outnumbered by everyone in the chat. They're yelling at me, heal. What do you guys think? Town Hall 10, heal or hogs?
Hogs? I'm gonna go hogs.
I'd go hogs too.
There you go. The YouTubers say hogs, so that's what you have to go ahead and do. I mean, you can't use the hogs if they're not upgraded, right?
Yeah.
Exactly.
I mean,
exactly.
The heal you can still use, not going to be as strong, but you can't use hogs if they don't have that upgrade. So, I'd say you have to go with the hogs. I'm glad you guys took my side on that one.
Yeah.
So, all right, what else do we have? We're getting low, but we have a good idea here from Mark about what do we think about donating troops to your friends on your friends list? So, not only clanmates, but friends list people. Think that would be cool?
I think that'd be awesome.
Me too. I think it would be awesome.
Now? What? I missed the question. I was reading the chat. It's pretty crazy right now. What was the question?
He said, well, I deleted it. But he said basically, what do you think of the idea of being able to donate troops to your friends on your friends list, not only just your clanmates?
Oh, that's pretty wild there, man. I wouldn't be opposed to it. Definitely would be a nice community gesture at times. I know there's people that have trouble with bowlers and stuff. If you are Town Hall 10,
yeah,
I wouldn't have a problem with it. I mean, matter of fact, with a few of my accounts, I mean, I could give away troops all the time. It wouldn't bother me at all.
Yeah. I love donating those dark troops. I don't need my dark elixir anymore. I'll donate them all day.
Right.
And we have Dukes saying that we're a great-looking crew tonight. I guess, Goon, he's saying that because you and I actually are showing our hair. We're not wearing hats today. We're freshly groomed. So thank you, Duke, for complimenting us on our fresh appearance.
Duke's
the man. Duke is the man.
Duke is the man.
That's such an easy question, Jim M.
What's that?
Jim M's question.
Whoa. What YouTuber do you most want to see live stream without wearing a shirt? Oh.
Oh, wow.
Well, we all know that Echo Through Me works out. And he's shown a slight taste of some of that on one of his Twitter pics, and since then, I'm pretty sure most females will agree. Echo Through Me needs to at least have one stream shirtless.
Oh boy.
On
oh
him
boy.
too.
I don't know what Twitter pic you're talking about, to be honest with you. I can't remember which one that even was.
Look, I work out. I do a lot of running in these. I run a lot, like many miles, and I pump a lot of iron here in these virtual universes. That's it in a nutshell.
That's funny. Okay, what? We had another question. I lost it in there.
Oh God, Goon needs to go shirtless. Yeah, Duke. That wouldn't be pretty, man. That would not be pretty.
Duke doesn't like the idea of donating to friends. That's what your clan is for.
Aww, friends. Donate to friends.
Not a good friend, that Duke.
Bad friends. Bad friend.
Guys, do you have anything else that you want to chat about? Because the chat is not throwing us questions, and we've gone through all of our stuff. Is there anything else that we should bring up, or should we just say goodbye to everybody? If you have any last questions, guys, now's the time to get them in before I
come on, guys, let's go. Bring the questions. Let's go.
I will go back to blonde. I don't know. I mean, I'm doing the dark hair for now. Honestly, I did it because of a wedding. And it's going to be a while before I can go blonde because black is a very hard color just to transition from. So it'll probably change a few colors before I finally go back to blonde.
You are a big changer, right? Of color, hair color?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I could never stay the same color. Are you kidding me? I get too bored.
Oh, and Braden, we talked about Infernos a lot this episode. They're not OP anymore. We ignored his question. Didn't mean to. But no, they're not OP. Wish they were. BBHH still live?
BBHH.
He's talking about a war that he has going on, I think.
Yeah, I'm in heavy hitters right now, but I got 2 war attacks definitely waiting on me as soon as we finish the spring trap tonight. So
I wish we could watch you doing that.
Man, if you want to see 2 fails, guys, come watch that. It's gonna happen.
We got Jim M asking how we came up with the idea of this show. He loves the idea. How did we come up with it? Goon, you want to take that one?
The spring trap. You talking about this show? Well, I know me and Echo we kind of had a discussion about the show and just we kind of bounced off each other, and it took a little while of just me and him chatting with each other and popping ideas out and different things. And it seemed like figuring out the name for the show took a pretty good amount of time as well, which Echo, he definitely come in with that one. So I think we both kind of come up with the idea, but definitely Echo's championed the show, and I'm so thankful that he included me in it for sure. I love this show. I think it's great, and to be able to talk about other things besides Clash. I know you guys support us in Clash, but just to be able to talk about other things is fun for us as well.
Yeah. And all of us were pretty busy this week. Usually I take a lot more time to put together topics, try and find out what's trending. Yeah. But this week was crazy. Being a week that was right before Christmas, the time to set all this stuff up, I'll be honest, it was a little thrown together. I'm glad that some Twitter questions came in to help us out along the way. But usually I don't want, we want to talk about other stuff because our life is not all about Clash of Clans. So we try and talk about that other stuff as well. Should be fun. And that's really what's going to happen. It's going to be every week. We're going to have a different guest all the time. And, hopefully you guys are enjoying it like Jim M is. What's up? You got something you saw on there?
Braden Jackson asked, what app that you YouTubers mostly use to chat in the YouTube community? As far as a chat app for us, Braden, I use Discord a lot. Discord is pretty much my primary chat app for sure. I mean, obviously there's other apps like tonight we're using Skype. But, just on a regular day where we're not really needing video chat, then it's Skype for me. Any more collab with
Discord
PC?
For you, yeah.
Discord for me, Braden. Hopefully that answers your question. I think somebody's asking me if I'm going to do a collab with They Coming again soon. I'm not sure, man. I know that I missed his last war, his 5,000 subscriber war. Hopefully he forgives me for that. Me and him will talk again. I'm definitely open to collab with any of those guys. So, yeah, I'm not ruling it out. It could definitely happen.
Nesdor's asking the favorite thing we bought for our kids this Christmas. I'll let you know after I find out what they got after they open all their gifts on Christmas, what the favorite gift is.
Oh, I'm trying to find this picture. You were wearing I think it was like a light, either a yellow shirt or an orange shirt. It was very tight fitting. Yes.
I do not remember that. That's got to be a long time ago.
You posted it on Twitter, and I was like, oh my gosh.
Oh boy.
Hey,
I'm find it for Kristen. It's okay. Another thing, I've heard PB say Kirsten, and I've heard Echo say Kirsten.
It's
Which
Kirsten.
one is it? Is it
it's Kirsten.
Or Kirsten?
Oh, I don't know. It's not Kristen. I know that. It's Kirsten.
Oh yeah, sorry. Yeah, Kirsten or Kirsten.
Yeah. What do we all want for Christmas? I don't want anything for Christmas. I have everything that I want.
I want a bigger iPad. That's what I want. I have a little Where is it? Oh, I have it plugged in. I have a mini iPad, and since the Arena of Valor, I really want a bigger one now.
I want more G Fuel, actually. That's what I want.
Do you?
I want more B fuel.
Never done like those kind of drinks before.
No, you haven't?
Mm-mm.
No B fuel, Kaya?
Work out, and my drink of choice is always water. Agua.
Oh wow.
You Hawaiians.
Yeah. Hawaiians.
Coconut
World
and water.
world peace. I think Cole had an interesting question here. It says, what do you think if Supercell added the feature to have a challenge, whether in main or builder base village, when you're in global, where I think he's talking about global trash talkers, like where people are talking trash in global, and you can kind of, challenge them, friendly challenge them in the global clan chat.
I guess. I don't really ever go into global.
I don't either, to be honest with you. I pretty much stay in game, in clan chat if I'm in game. So, yeah, I think it's a cool idea, and I'm not really sure how active global is. Maybe Cole spends a little bit more time in global than we are. Maybe global's pretty jamming, so to speak. I don't know.
Let me go more.
Legion asked a tax Trump question. I know I am not a political person at all. I don't follow any of that stuff. So I don't think Goon does either. We usually just stay away from the politics stuff just because neither of us are really into it or knowledgeable on it. Kaya, are you a politician?
I do not do any politics stuff whatsoever because it doesn't matter who you are. You're going to say something that's going to irk someone, and the next thing you know, you're going to have a giant riot on, wherever you're talking about it on. It's just not worth it.
Agreed. Are you doing your shenanigans tomorrow night, Kaya? They want to know?
Absolutely. I will be doing my... Wait, now I actually have to think about that. Tomorrow's Christmas Eve.
Yeah.
I was going to say, yes, of course. Why wouldn't I? And then I was like, it's Christmas Eve. I actually might have a family dinner. My mom usually makes this... she does lamb on Christmas Eve usually. I don't know if she's going to be doing it this year, because I think there's some stuff going down, but I might not. You'll have to stay posted. I'll put a thing on Twitter when I find out.
Well, that's a pretty deep one right there about Mike Pryor, Echo.
Well, I didn't
you ought to
see
get
it.
that one. Check it out. It's
okay,
do y'all have any goals for 2018? Whether it's personal goal or here on YouTube. You go for that one, brother. Let's hear it.
Me?
Yeah, man.
As far as YouTube goals, honestly, my YouTube goals for this year were to hit 20,000 by the end of the year, which I was lucky enough to get put in game. That really helped me get there. So I hit that goal. I haven't really thought of new goals for 2018. My plan is 100% to continue doing YouTube every day. I've been doing it for a year and a half, and I haven't missed an upload day. So the OCD in me says I can never miss a day of uploading. So I want to continue that. So my goal is to have a video, to not miss a day of a video. As far as the sub count number, the way YouTube goes, it's really hard to determine. Like, you could have a couple of great months where you're gaining crazy subs, and then things can just, fall apart and not happen. So as far as a sub goal, no. I have a personal goal of getting a video out every single day. That's my YouTube stuff. As far as my goals, my personal goals, I just want to be a good dad to my kids. That's always important. And I don't know. I guess that's it. I mean, my life is basically my job, my family, and YouTube. So.
Right. Well, I mean, if you're doing daily content, which me and you both do, it definitely takes a lot of dedication to do. But I'll say I got to play catch up right now because this update definitely caught me off guard. I had a few videos prepared for this week and was hoping to kind of make it through this Christmas holiday without having to do any brand new content. So I'm trying to catch up. Although I am uploading some that were recorded before the update, they're still viable. So I'm trying to just make it through. So if everybody will bear with me through this holiday season, I'll get back on it and get some new stuff out as quick as I can. I did do a couple of videos last couple of days on the update, trying to get out, the changes and how it's affecting the teams that I cover. So I'll definitely be on my grind as soon as we get through the holidays for sure.
How about you, Kay?
That's my immediate goal.
I really want to get back into doing more YouTube stuff. So I'm just waiting, working some things out so I can get back in that. I know part of that is going to be I need to figure out a program for YouTube, because I used to do it on my Mac and then I had a pretty easy editing program, and now that I've gone to PC, I lost that, and I've got to figure out which one I want and go from there. But I know that's a goal. YouTube streaming, you know, I'm wanting to stream a lot more, especially with Arena of Valor. I'm wanting to push it really hardcore and hopefully do some more traveling, because that was just so much fun. Oh my gosh, that was so much fun. I can't wait for to meet, you know, more people in the next traveling adventure. Of course, there's Clash. Oh, what is it? It's in February. What is it going on? Vegas Live. Ooh. Yes, I'm still going. Are you guys going to that?
No.
Negative.
What?
Negative.
Because
I would
lame.
I would like to, but it's I had to catch the next one, Kaya. It's too much for me right now.
So lame. I'm so excited about that. But yeah, so for me, YouTube streaming, that kind of stuff, and definitely, yeah. Well, I'm big time goals for me on that.
I wouldn't mind going to Finland either. That would be pretty sweet.
Oh yeah.
That would be a goal for the year.
Yeah. Well, that would definitely be on my wish list for sure. But you know, if it happens, it happens. It don't, it don't. I try not to focus. I try not to focus on anything like sub counts or anything like that. I just try to focus on the content, and hopefully the subs will come. For me, though, I did hit a small milestone. I got 4K recently. I'm very thankful for each one. Thank you guys. Like, I was just like, whoa, you know. I don't try to check that every week or whatever. I just kind of let it go. And my advice to any guys that are doing, or girls doing YouTube, just don't worry about that. Just do your content. Do what you love, because ultimately, if you're doing YouTube, please don't do it for monetary gain. Do it because you love it. If you don't love it, you're wasting your time, because the monetary end is really not there, in my opinion. So, I mean, just make sure it's something you love to do, and the subs will come. If you got good content, they'll come. Just don't focus on it.
Yeah, and actually, Braden had a question that kind of goes along that route right there. He says, what do you need to run a smooth Clash of Clans YouTube channel? And I'm 14. Do you think I'm too young? And what do you expect from a Clash of Clans channel? So I'll from the beginning, first of all, whatever content you create, whether it's for Clash of Clans or any game, you need to be able to put out something that people are going to want to watch. It's got to have some standard of quality. You can't just, you know, throw a screen recorder up that has, you know, all those weird buttons on the side and it just look ghetto and expect people to watch your stuff. It has to have a certain quality. Unless if you just want to do it for fun and for yourself, then you could put whatever you want on YouTube. But if you want people to subscribe and watch your stuff, it has to have that professional look. So you just kind of watch what other YouTubers are doing, and it should look something like that. And if it doesn't, well, then that's a problem. As far as your age, 14, I don't think that's a problem. As long as you can present yourself in a professional way. I know some 14-year-olds that are very well spoken. They can hold a conversation, and they seem much more mature than a 14-year-old does. And then I know some that really, you know, they shouldn't be on YouTube because they're just really quite annoying to listen to and just difficult. So it depends on you and your personality, not on your age. You guys agree?
Absolutely.
Agree.
Absolutely. Yeah. There's especially Clash Royale, there's a lot more younger content creators, and it's the same thing. You see some really good content creators, they're young, and they keep it so professional, you're like, whoa, dude, you were born for this. And then you get other content creators, you're like, you are not born for this. You need to shut that thing down. Your homework.
Yeah.
Wow. I think I would pick a different game, though. That's just an advice for me. I would pick a game that I guess has less creators in it, because Clash of Clans is inundated with content creators right now. There's a lot of content creators out there, and I would definitely look for a game that's new. And
Brawl Stars. Go Brawl Stars.
Yeah, something like that for sure. Brawl Stars. you know, it's got some guys that swapped from Clash to Brawl Stars, and they're doing really good right now, to be honest.
Yep.
Lex is one of those. We know Lex, and man, he blew up quick. So yeah, a newer game obviously could help your channel. You still got to have good content, and like Echo said, it's got to have a professional look to it. Spend some time on your thumbnails, get your intro right, best you can, and good luck.
Yep. Good luck. It's a grind.
Yes.
Jimmy.
What are you laughing at there, Kea?
Jimmy. BB, say hi.
Jimmy Diaz. He's been in so many of my videos, that guy. He's a Clash Royale beatdown player. He was in Elite Nation with us there. Good guy. But I say we end things up here, guys. What do you say?
Sounds good to me.
Sounds good. So I want to say thank you guys all for coming and hanging out. This video is obviously going to be live on the channel. It's going to process in about an hour or so. It'll be live. If you missed anything, you could always watch it back. Kind of run it this format so that it goes well as a video as well as going well as a live stream. That's why we don't talk to you so much in the beginning of it. But thanks so much for coming. I hope you guys all have an awesome Christmas and Christmas Eve and whatever holiday that you guys celebrate. For me, I come out with this Clash stuff every single day. I know you guys have been coming around. Thanks so much for the support. I'm going to hand it over to Goon and then to Kea to say goodbye. And that's going to be it. So, Goon?
Guys, have a great couple of days coming up here. Whether you celebrate Christmas or not, just take some time with your family, spend it with them, enjoy them, and be kind to people. That's all I'm going to say. Ultimately, I think we can all try to do that. I don't want to be philosophical, but I mean, sometimes I think we can be cold at times, and sometimes a little kindness goes a long way. So just keep that in your mind.
Can you beat that, Kea?
No. Hey, guys. Happy holidays to all of you guys. You guys are amazing, and you are what bring all of us content creators together and wanting to inspire us to do more, and you guys are amazing, and I hope you guys have the greatest time the next couple of weeks coming around, no matter how you celebrate it. So yeah, hopefully see you guys on some more of Echo streams, Goon's videos, and my streams. Love you guys.
Yeah, guys, and if you haven't checked out Kea or Goon, their links are in the description, and their Twitter handles are right underneath their names. So hit them up over on Twitter, send some love, sub them on their channels. And Kea, I actually put her YouTube on there, but I'm sure her YouTube is connected to her Twitch in some way. If not, go to her Twitter and you can find her Twitch. Sorry about that, Kea. I put your YouTube on there, not your Twitch.
Oh no, all good, all good, Ben.
But that's been it, guys. Thanks so much for coming down. I'll see all of you back here again tomorrow and next week for the next Spring Trap. So see you there. Episode 5 coming soon. Don't know who's going to be here. Later, guys.